All the entire store is painted with Plague and Rose, the UK-based products.
We would be very happy to have. I know you must be having a lot of information on your website, but for our purpose of our library, even if you still have printed brochures or technical data information, we would definitely like to have one folder of that to
Sure,
be
sir.
kept in our library.
Why not? Why not? So, in fact, we can plan a visit of your students to the
Okay.
store so that we can have a color session or a technical webinar
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
store itself.
I think once the school opens,
Sure.
we should we
But
should do it.
in fact, that's the objective of the MoU too.
Yes, sir, totally.
Shall we
This,
start the session, sir?
yeah, sure.
Good afternoon, one and all present over here. It's a moment of extreme pleasure to welcome you all who are present here to grace the occasion, signing the MoU between SEAD, SRMIST, and Nippon Paints India Private Limited. On behalf of the institution, I offer my regards to Ms. Sweta Vishwanathan and Ms. Niti from Nippon Paints India Private Limited for joining us. I extend my regards to our beloved Dean Dr. Jafar A. Khan, Architect Vijay Krishna, Architect Narayan, and the other faculty members of our department for being a part of this occasion. We are all here to sign the MoU between SEAD SRMIST and Nippon Paints India Private Limited. On that note, let me give a brief introduction about the signing institutions. SEAD, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, School of Environment, Architecture and Design, offers a comprehensive program in architecture with thrust on sustainable developments in architecture. Established in the year 2009-2010, with its highly qualified faculties and enthusiastic students, the school has achieved several awards at the national and state levels. The mission of our institution is to empower the student with a sensitivity to natural, technological, cultural, and social environment. Nippon Paints India Private Limited. Founded in Japan, Nippon Paint has over 140 years of experience in paint manufacturing. Nippon is now the number one paint manufacturer in Asia and is one of the top paint manufacturers of the world. Nippon Paint produces a wide range of international quality high-tech paints for decorative, automotive, and industrial sectors. Over the years, Nippon Paint has perfected its product by quickly adapting breakthroughs paint technology with an emphasis on innovation and eco-friendliness. Nippon Paint's mission is to create advanced products that boost quality of life while protecting the environment. Through innovative technology, Nippon Paint benefits its customer and the society. Now, I request Architect Vijay Krishna, Principal Architect of Vision Architects, who has initiated the process to say a few words. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Architect Shalini. See, to say about this MoU, maybe we thought this would bridge the gap between the academics and profession. With almost 20 years of experience, we keep seeing aspiring architects, students of final years, and all those people excelling more in their academics and knowledge, excelling in the knowledge part of it. But then, when it comes to the good construction practice, we see there seems to be a small lacuna. Maybe industrial connect of this sort would maybe create them an opportunity to learn everything in the initial stage itself, maybe in the final year or maybe in the early days, what good construction practices and how project management and other things can happen in the field. But then we could maybe create a more billable or more of a practicing knowledge can be implemented in that initial stage. So that was the main idea about this, getting into this MoU part of it. And I would like to thank Nippon team, especially Ms. Sweta and Niti. Though we met for some other assignment in a professional life, but then it ended up getting into this MoU process. But then thanks. Though it was late, we made it happen. So let's cheer for that. And I'd like to appreciate Architect Shalini and Architect Narayan and along with others for their perseverance in getting these things done. 4 months is not a small process. You made it possible. So with this, I would like to wish both the teams present here a grand success for this MoU. Thanks, one and all.
Thank you, sir. I request Dean of SEAD SRMIST, Dr. Jafar A. Khan, to give a note to the session.
Thank you very much,
Yes.
Shalini, for inviting me and to be part of signing this MoU. And thanks, Vijay Krishna, practicing architect, for having taken this initiative to collaborate and bring this collaboration to SEAD. And it's a great effort from you, sir. Thank you very much. And also, I thank Nippon Paints India Private Limited. I see that they are the leaders in Asia, so which means that they are so important to us to have a partnership with the Asia's largest painting manufacturer. It's an honor to us. And I must also tell that SRM is one of the leading educational institutions in India and one of the most prominent private Institute of Science and Technologies in the country, and also NAC rated A triple plus. So, which means that uh, we are proud to have you, and the same way you would be proud to have us. And by signing this MOU, we just don't stop there by just signing it. I think we want to take this to a next level, which means that probably we will have some sort of a practical workshops with Nippon Paints, not just visiting their showroom. Of course, we want to visit their showroom, look at your products, and also technical specifications and all that stuff. But we also want to have live painting sessions with your qualified painters in the school. So we want to invite Nippon Paints to take over SEED and paint the corridors and studios using students because we want to call and allow the students to decide what they want to have. So each batch will own a particular floor. We have 7 floors. So we have 2 floors owned by BDS, and the rest of the 5 floors will be owned by the BARC students, which is a 5-year program. So we would like to uh, invite Nippon to take this big opportunity and also market your own product involving an educational institution, especially architecture school, which can be taken to your higher ups in Japan. I'm sure they will be very happy to see that you're involved with an architecture school. And also, I would be very happy. I have a very special connection with Japan, so I have quite a number of friends, architects, iconic figures in Japan whom I have met and I have developed a connection with. Like for example, Su Fujimoto, one of the most iconic architect of Japan. I met him in Auckland when he came and gave a lecture at one of these building expos, which we have almost annually in New Zealand. And in 2015, I had invited personally Tezuka, another iconic architect in Japan, who came all the way to Chennai to grace this occasion of NASA 2015. And he gave this wonderful lecture where he designed this school where the roof of the school became the playground for children. And just Google it up, Tezuka School, you will find how beautifully the roof of the school and how it sort of merges with nature. So that, having said that, I've known quite a lot of academicians through my alma mater, RMIT, that is Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology in Melbourne, Australia. Through them, we have had a lot of connection with Japanese academic people. And one of my closest friends who teaches at the American University of Sharjah, Mark Katzenbach. He's got very deep-rooted connections in Japan. In fact, a couple of months back, we were in Dubai and we were having a lot of chat together how to involve future Japanese professionals with my role at SRM. So we want to continue not just as industry partner. You are an industry partner, with us, but we also want you to help seeking connection with Japanese professionals who would be very happy to deliver lectures and talks to our students. So, in fact, we can call it as Nippon Paint Talks. So, we can call those people. So, I would be very happy if you start exploring to get Tadao Ando, to give a talk here. I know he's a very tough man to get. He's very difficult, he's very reclusive, and he doesn't talk to anybody. I'm sure he will talk to Nippon. He doesn't like companies, but I'm sure he, you guys can you have the method to reach him out. So not just that, and there are many other people, Toyo Ito, and a whole lot of young bunch of architects who are doing wonderful work internationally. In fact, Sue Fujimoto's Serpentine Pavilion in London was such an iconic invention, discovery, I should say, that nobody would have thought that a pavilion would look like this. So he gave a different definition to it, and I must say that she designed this toilet, public toilet, completely made out of glass, see-through glass, for a railway station. At the end of it, it became an iconic project where people started visiting to see the toilet, not use it. So that's how architects can actually influence architecture, and people go for it to see what the hell it is, such kind of thing. And I'm very happy to sign this MOU and this great initiative taken by Shalini Kumari and Narayanan, who have been our part of our faculty team. And I encourage all other faculty to try and reach out to industry from other fields, from interior design products or architecture products. Now, architecture is becoming more kind of a product rather than construction. So it's like factory made, 3D printed homes are becoming the future of this planet. So I want all the faculty to get in touch with the industry, and we should collaborate. And like Krishna has said, with no industry connection, there is no learning at all, because industry is much more advanced than the educational institutions in many ways. And all these universities, top universities in the world for that matter, you see MIT, Harvard, or for that matter UCL, or all those major university, they all are connected with industry. Without industry, there is no education, and without education, there is no research, and without research, there is no industry. So there is a connected circle of things that have to happen. I'm very happy, and I definitely want to take this to the next stage. I invite you to our school, and I want you to meet our students' organization called SASA, and see that if you can adopt the entire school studio, make it a unique one, and claim that it is Nippon. We'll be very happy. So, and our students will be the painters, and they will learn the whole painting process in the whole thing. And I'm sure you must be quite a lot of leftover paints in your warehouse, and we'll make use of it. You don't need to spend money. So there's a lot of leftovers, and if you ask the Japanese guys, they will give it free of cost to us. So there's no problem. Thank you very much, and happy. I'm very happy about it.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Now, I take the privilege to introduce Ms. Shweta Vishwanathan. Shweta is basically a chemical engineer and a university topper, PGPM from Great Lakes Pioneers Batch. Having an experience of about 16 years in sales, marketing, and business development, she acts as AGM Marketing Specifier, Network Specialty Coatings, Program Head of IDA India, Business Head of Connect India, Head of Operations Craig and Bruce. I request her to say a few words. Over to you, Shweta.
Um, First of all, what do I say? I should sincerely and humbly thank Vijay sir for first of all introducing us to SRM College, and Shalini ma'am for all the coordination and non-stop follow-up to make this happen. Narayanan sir, thanks a lot for your support. And finally, a big thank you to the Dean, Dr. Jafar A. Khan sir, for this amazing opportunity. Because like you said, SRM is not a small brand, it's a very, very well-known brand in nook and corner of the country. people always knew SRM as a major college in Tamil Nadu in Chennai, but I still have friends in Jammu and Kashmir who studied in SRM, and they have such high things to say about the college and the campus. So hats off to you, sir, for growing a college, for doing such amazing branding of a college and taking it to the next level. So this is something that you should be really proud of, and it's truly an honor. In fact, our president wanted to join this meeting, but he is down with COVID. Our director marketing is also traveling, so he couldn't join us today. Apologies for that, but I thought I should uh, be more than happy to be a part of this meeting because most of the modules that we'll be signing off today will be headed by me and my team. So I'm more than happy to get involved and meet all of you and extend my thanks for this great opportunity. And like you said, sir, we will definitely want to bridge the gap between academia and industry practice. And that's the reason we started a program called Connect. So, Connect is about connecting the young aspiring architects with the well established industry legends. And that's what we have done for the last 4 years. We have 20,000 architects across the country and across the globe who are a part of this program Connect, wherein they have learned and benefited from each other. So we have the Let's Talk segment where we invite international speakers to come and deliver on various topics that students are eager to learn because they wouldn't get an opportunity to interact with them otherwise. But we create that platform, we connect them with expert, different topic experts and different domain experts from across the world. And like you said, Tadao Ando is someone we are also trying desperately to get him on board. In fact, a couple of leading architects of the country, you'll be surprised to know, who have more than 30 years of experience, they requested us to connect them with Tadao Ando. But he said, I cannot come to India, you can come to Japan. They have a program for a week where he personally trains them. So he said you can apply if your resume is shortlisted, then you can be a part of the program. So uh, I mean, he has got all the liberty to say that because he is a legend and people worship him for his work. But we will definitely try to get him. So we are discussing with our counterparts in Japan, and not only Tadao Ando, so like you said, a lot of other Japanese architects are there. We have a presence across 16 countries, and through IDA, which is the reason why IDA is becoming more and more popular, the kind of industry exposure IDA is giving to the students is once they get shortlisted and represent the country in the international forum, they get to meet leading architects of all these countries. Today, even whether they are winning the competition or not, even the course of interaction during the 5 day event which happens abroad, people have got placements. Like I still remember Tanay, who was the winner of 2018 IDA. He got an offer right after his presentation from I forgot the name of this leading architect from Singapore. There were 5 offers lined up for him. People didn't know that he was the winner, but right after his presentation, after seeing his passion, after seeing the detailing of the design, he was offered international placement. He didn't take it up. That's a different thing because he then went to Harvard and he started his own practice. He is working with one of his favorite architects in India. That was a little emotional for us to know that he rejected all those international offers because he wanted to give it back to his country and work with his favorite architect. So, one thing I can assure you through this MoU is we will extend our 100% support for IDA to ensure that your students give the best submissions and they are qualified for the national finale, and we'll have one winner from this college to the international finale. We are also happy to introduce something called the Young Designers Award, which is again, see what we understood is IDA is for third year students onwards, third year, fourth year, and final year. But what about the first years and second years? Somewhere we need to start grooming them right from day one. So this competition called Young Designers Award, which we will also include in the MoU, will be offered to first year and second year students. We will train them not exactly on design aspects but on color and other aesthetics. So the winner of this competition will directly get a green pass, green channel entry into IDA finale. And we will also get them an internship opportunity in one of these international architecture firms. So it's going to be a great exposure. IDA is getting better and better. The other one is a paint academy, which we discussed with Shalini ma'am also. Even Vijay sir is aware of it. Paint academy is all about giving hands-on experience to the students on paint and colors. So there is a new category which has come, which is beyond paint. So Nippon Paint is no more handling just the decorative part of protective coating or the industrial coatings. We are also into new categories called the sealants, adhesives, and fillers, which a lot of students, a lot of leading architects also are eager to learn more about this, because this is a segment which is straight away imported from China. Very few people are skilled enough to utilize this for the projects. But there is something called as a liquid nail. You know, you don't have to use a nail to nail any fittings on the walls. This liquid nail is it's a glue, it's a gum adhesive, so it can hold up to 400 kgs of weight. So just imagine all the installations that you do, all the decor that you have on the wall. You don't have to nail it. You just can use this liquid nail. So a lot of innovations are there, and Nippon Paint is known for its innovation because being a Japanese company, we constantly innovate. We are into beyond paint category, so that will also be a part of the Paint Academy curriculum that we will take for SRM students. We are also now into construction chemicals because India, as you know, is facing a lot of challenges with respect to waterproofing, water leakage, and I'm sure all of our homes are we have leaking roofs, so we will have that category also included. So we are expanding. So it's not just about the paint and the emulsions. We will keep the students updated on whatever innovations we are doing in Nippon Paint and across the industry. So we will have experts like a director at R&D coming and taking sessions. We'll have even international speakers, our R&D from Japan also coming and taking sessions for you. Maybe you can plan a national level webinar that which can be spearheaded by SRM for the entire group of architecture colleges across the country, where we can get the best speakers from different parts of the globe. That's our expertise. And another request is I would also request the senior faculty members of SRM also to be a part of our roadshows and panel discussions, because I'm sure that's also going to be a good exposure for them as well as for the students who would love to learn from your faculty members. So please feel free to join us in our webinars and our expert talks. We already have something called Let's Talk. So last year we got one Indian architect and one international architect, and our president, Mr. Mahesh Anand, actually he was moderating the session to understand what's in common and what's different, and what's the scope uh, for architecture students in these two countries. So we can start a similar series for SRM, like you said, and we can get international speakers. You can choose the Indian speaker, we will get you the international speaker, and we can plan a series of talks, because I truly believe that students learn a lot from these talks rather than from the books. And I'm proud to say that we completed almost 65, 70 sessions last year during the lockdown, and a lot of positive feedback has come, and people are expecting more such sessions. We'll continue to do it, and more than happy to do it with this Sarah. And ma'am, have I missed out anything else which has been discussed for the MoU?
Yes, Shweta, I'll just read it out anyways again.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Thank
So
you.
once again, thanks all for being giving us this opportunity and being a part of today's MoU signing up. Over to you, Shalini ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Shweta. Thanks for explaining us what are all going to be the part of the MOU. And let me take an opportunity to just give a gist of about the MOU objectives alone and about the tenure of the MOU. SRM Institute of Science and Technology, School of Environment, Architecture and Design will help take part Asia Young Designer Awards (AIDA) and Paint Academy towards mutual educational or professional development courses by extended communication about AIDA and Paint Academy to all students of architecture and design, introduced Paint Academy as a knowledge session for students across various years approved by Council of Architecture, encouraging maximum students who fit into the eligibility criteria to take part in AIDA and the Paint Academy and encourage the faculty to be their mentors. Encourage students to be a part of AIDA roadshow and expert talks. The theme for the next year's IDAs will be shared in advance to encourage students to prepare for the same well in advance. Technical webinars on paint and paint applications for the student. Provide Paint Academy courses free of cost to students of SRM Institute of Science and Technology SEAD. Invite deans or HODs for expert speakers for student-related webinars. Feature video bites of deans on IDA and Paint Academy benefit for students on social media. Best Supporting College Award and sponsorship of Rs 15,000 against 100 submissions from SRM Institute of Science and Technology, School of Environment, Architecture and Design. Tenure and termination of MoU. This MoU between SRM Institute of Science and Technology, School of Environment, Architecture and Design and Nippon Paint India Private Limited shall be valid when signed by the authorized representative of both organizations and shall be in existence for the next 3 years, or it may be terminated by mutual consent or by either party at their discretion by giving a 30-day return notice to this effect. The MoU may be renewed, modified or amended with the mutual written consent of both the parties. This MoU is going to be signed on the virtual platform on today's date, February 1st, 2022. Without any further delay, I would like to start the signing authority of the MoUs to sign the document. Please, Shweta and Sir can sign the document.
Thank you, ma'am. Just doing that.
Yes.
So I'm going to sign it now. So can I sign it now?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
So
Shweta.
it's signed.
Congratulations. Really excited because this is something which I'm doing for the first time, signing a MOU virtually. But really excited to be a part of this amazing college and amazing university. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Shweta. Me too. We are also much excited to work with you on MoU. And thank you all. Now I request Architect Narayanan to give the thank you note for. Over to Narayanan, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I feel much pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Ms. Shweta Vishwanathan and Ms. Niti for accepting to join this occasion. Ms. Niti was very friendly and coordinating to get things done in a flexible way. Thank you, Ms. Niti. I would like to thank Ms. Shweta Vishwanathan for signing and taking the MoU to the next stage. I am grateful to thank Mr. Architect Vijay Krishna to initiate this event and introduce us to the team and also helping us in drafting the document and in the process. I would like to extend my thanks to our beloved Dean, Dr. Jafar A.A. Khan, for his valuable time and also supporting us in the entire process. Also, I like to thank our SRM management for supporting us in the process. Finally, I would like to thank all the faculty members of the department for joining us in the occasion. Thank you all.
Just to tell you that our co-chairman and the chairman and the entire top management team sends their congratulations to Nippon Paint Limited for having signed this collaborative memorandum of understanding. So this is a personal message from our chairman.
Great, sir. Thank you. Really kind of you to have shared that. Niti also had some exciting news to share because we have just signed the MOU, so she has something exciting to share. Starting off with a small competition.
Yes. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. In fact, I would like to thank Architect Vijay and Shalini for all the coordination and the trouble that have been behind them. I think being the first year, we will have more interaction. I'm supposed to trouble you more. Looking forward for a lot of innovative initiatives and fruitful association now. So we were thinking how to begin this association. So we came up with this whole concept of a blog writing. So the topic will be the similar to what the IDA's team will be of next year. So I will give you a small write up immediately after this meeting. So the concept is we have a topic and there are two options upon which the students can participate and do a blog writing. So there is a walk for a cause concept. Architect Geeta Balakrishnan from Ethos Foundation is walking for a cause from Kolkata to New Delhi, covering 1,700 kilometers. So this is happening somewhere in the mid of February till March. So during her tenure of this walk, she is going to cover events, colleges, and discuss about the importance of design and how it is affecting our current life and situation. And especially after COVID, we all are coming back to work and all of that, isn't it, ma'am? So that is what is planned. So we were thinking, why not use this opportunity and give a platform for the SRM students to participate in this block. So there may be three winners, and they will have a opportunity to be featured in the social media handles and in all the press releases associated with the walk for cause. So this is also for a social cause. So I'm looking forward for your help and promotion and all this. So we have a creative. We will immediately after this meeting forward it to you, hoping that we will start an association with this blog writing. Thank you.
I'm sure we can put this through SASA, Students Association of
Yes.
SRM, and Dileepan, who is very closely connected to students. I don't know if he's here today in the
Yeah,
meeting. So he's also organizing NASA, National Association of Students of Architecture.
Okay. Nice to know.
Now we are part of CIAT Aspiration, Chartered Institute of Architecture Technologists Aspiration Group as well. Very soon we'll be becoming AIAS members. That's called the American Institute of Architecture Students. I'll be very happy if there's something like that in Japan. We'll definitely like to be associated with at the student level. It's the students who can really take this forward, and we are here to motivate them. And I think through SASA we can connect Nippon with SASA, and I'm sure the office bearers of SASA can really help, and we as faculty can guide them. Dileepan can be involved in this whole process, and because he's quite close to the students, and we've been talking a lot of other things as well. So I think Shweta was talking about trying to connect international speakers. That's fantastic. I think we should have a separate meeting with that, Shweta, and
Sure.
we are thinking that we should try to hold NASA in April or something like that, but I'm not sure if the conditions permit it. But in case we uh, do try to get a chance to conduct this NASA, I think we should make it really wonderful, and I'm sure your assistance will be of great help to us.
Great, sir. So you're planning to launch, what is this event of NASA? Because we are associating with NASA as well for launching our young
We
designer
have
report.
been we have won the bid,
Okay, okay.
the NASA for NASA 64.
Amazing.
Among from NASA, so you already know about it.
Yes.
So at national level, we have won the bid for NASA 64,
Great, sir.
and the only thing that is pulling us down is the present pandemic situation, where large groups of gatherings and things like that will not be permitted right now. Even if they open up, they'll open up slowly. Large groups, will be an issue, because we expect at least about 3 to 4,000 students
Amazing.
assembling at SRM campus. So in case something happens, a miracle happens, and then we have the NASA 64 going, then I think we should very closely get in touch with you, because at one shot you have a huge crowd where you can do a whole lot of marketing of your product, and meeting young students, calling young architects, sponsoring the events, and having some competitions, and we can
Sure.
really make use of that platform, and we will definitely give you as long as you also give a huge amount as sponsorship. So maybe 50 lakhs or 1 crore. You're going to run away. Don't worry about that. So you see, And I'm sure my staff is laughing at me, but my budget is about 10 crores. I told them, see, if we have to do a NASA, it has to be an iconic NASA, not just a small NASA, because I did the NASA 2015. We had 5 crore budget and we had 27 speakers from all over the world, from Japan to USA. We got people. So we have,
Great.
I mean, personally, I have an international footprint where I can connect with people very easily and I can go into talk to people to get some of the iconic figures. So we brought Peter Cook, one of the
Wow.
most iconic architect, living architects who found who founded Archigram movement in 1960. He was in Chennai on my personal request. Of course, we paid a heavy amount for his flight ticket. That's a different story. So, so if ever we get a chance to hold NASA, either NASA 64, NASA 65, so we will definitely consider you as a major sponsor, and we want to associate with you, and we'll be very happy to talk to your president. In fact, I would like to have a chat with him, and in fact, we would be very happy to come forward and participate in your discussion platforms, like you mentioned in the MoU. Um, I wouldn't say anything about myself. So, uh, I've been a practicing architect. I am a practicing architect based out of Bangalore and New Zealand. So we've done more than 350 projects,
Wow.
and the last one was about 2 million square feet residential project in Bangalore, the Gardens for Dubai-based company called ETA. So all those things are there in our background, and I'm sure the president will be very happy to interact with me and my faculty, and we will definitely take our relationship, our association, a very long way, and we have a lot of plans to nurture the school to become a trendsetter or a trailblazer in this region. And I'm sure, as an industry partner, one of the industry partner, you will greatly support us. Thank you very
Definitely.
much.
That's our assurance. In fact, I was thinking if it's going to be a physical event of NASA, why not launch a Young Designers Award through that same event, which
Yeah.
you have scheduled for March or
I,
April?
no, April, but still not finalized. But you should talk to Shalini and then talk to Dileepan.
We'll
We can
definitely do.
connect you with that, and then probably there is a student body. Rohit is the unit secretary, so we can talk about it. So it's a student organization, so students can take this really to a great level.
Great, sir. Done. We'll do that. Thanks a lot for letting us know. And over to you, Shani ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shweta, for the wonderful discussion which has happened right now. And I thank everyone who is present over here for joining the occasion and made the occasion much graceful and much successful. Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you, everyone.
Thank you
Once
very
again.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can sign off.